are going to see 10th standard English poem. The title of the poem is Life. You are in the first step of your life, right? So today also we are going to see the poem Life. The poem Life is written by Henry van Dyke. Lived between the years 1852 until 1933. Who was this Henry van Dyke? He was an American author, poet, educator and clergyman. You all know the meaning poet, educator, okay. Clergyman, who is called as a clergyman? One who works for the purpose of the religious. One who works for the religious purpose is called as a clergyman. So, he worked as a poet, educator and also clergyman. He also worked as a professor of English literature at Princeton University between the years 1899 and 1923. He was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Letters and received many other honors. He received many titles for his excellence in English literature. Let's come to the poem. The poem Life, it consists of totally 14 lines. And so this poem is called a sonnet. What is meant by sonnet? Sonnet is taken from the Italian word sonetto. Sonetto means a little song or a small lyric. Actually this sonnet contains 14 lines. The first half of the poem consists of 8 lines and so it is called as octave. And the next in few minutes you will see the another 6 lines, it is called as sestet. Okay, now we'll move to the poem. Let me but live my life from year to year. The author Henry van Dyke, what he wants to say through this poem? Through this poem, he advises to take our life in an optimistic way to achieve our goal. This is what the author explains in this poem. The author tells us that take every day as the first day in the rest of your life, then your life will be fruitful. This is what the hidden meaning of the poem. Let me, let, what is meant by let? Shall. I shall, me refers to the poet. I shall but live my life from year to year. Henry van Dyke is the speaker of the poem. He says that we have to lead our life year by year, happily, day by day. How? As our wish. We can live our life as our wish. We need not worry about others. As you like, you can live. What is your aim? You live for that aim. With the forward face. What is meant by forward? Forward in the sense with the upcoming, what will help you to come up in life? What will help you to achieve in your life? With that motto, with the forward face, with the good thought, with the noble thought, an unreluctant soul. Unreluctant. Unreluctant means you are willing to do everything. You are willing to do something to achieve your goal. So, you should have your life, you should lead your life with a forward face. Forward face in the sense with the good thoughts, with the noble thoughts. And you should be ready with an unreluctant soul. You should be ready to do something which will help you to achieve your goal. Not hurrying. I am not going to hurry. The poet saying that he is not going to hurry. He will not move fast. Not turning from the goal. Simultaneously, he will not withdraw from his goal. He is going to keep up his goal. Whatever will help him to achieve, that he is going to do. So, you should not hurry in your life or you should not turn from your goal. Turn. You should not withdraw from your goal for any instant. You should have your spirit that you can only achieve. Next, not mourning. In the meantime, you should not mourn, you should not cry. You should not cry for the things that disappear. It's already over. Disappear means it already passed, left away. Then why you have to worry? Don't worry for the past. That is what? In the dim past. The past may be dull, dim in the sense dull. The past may be dull. Don't worry, don't cry for the past, for the dull past. Nor holding back in fear. Don't withdraw. Don't have fear. Don't have a fearful future. You have hopeful, optimistic way. From what the future wails, whatever the future may be, wails in the sense covering. We do not know what happens tomorrow, day after tomorrow, the very next day. What will happen, we don't know. Right? So whatever the future may be, whatever the future, it may be a bad or it may be a good, whatever it may be, don't worry, don't get fear. The author is saying that you should not worry for the future, but with a whole and happy heart. How your heart should be? You should be very wholeheartedly, you should do your work with a full-fledged, with an optimistic thought. To come up in life, you have to work in a wholehearted, with a full-fledged, with a happy heart. You should be happy to do everything. That pays its toll. Definitely that wholehearted work and that happy work will definitely pay its toll. Will leave you what? To youth and age. So will leave you to achieve your goal. You should turn your life to youth and age. You should be always young. How the youngsters are? Youngsters are always wish to have a new friends. When we were young, Data saying that when he was young, he wished to have a new friends, new journey, something, everything new. He wanted to enjoy his life, exciting. Each and every day was exciting. So like that, you should take your life in an exciting manner. To youth and age, you should take your life to the younger age and travel on with the cheer, with the happiness. You should lead your life with the happiness, with the optimistic mood, with the successful way, right? This is what the author told in the first half of the poem, that is in the octave part of the poem, right? So that is what the author is saying. The author is advising that we should lead our life as usual. How we should lead our life? We should lead our life with a positive way, with an optimistic way, and we should have our goal, we should fix our goal and lead our life. This is what told in the first stanza. The first part of the poem consists 8 lines. Yeah, this is, we call it as octave, and now the second part is ready. This is called as sestet. Actually it contains of 6 lines, and so it is called sestet. This 8 line is called as octave and the 6th line is called as sestet. I think you all understand the first part of the poem. Now we will move to the second part of the poem. The author says, so let the way wind up the hill or down. The way of life may lead us towards a hill or we may come down. So we may taste the fruit of success sometimes. Sometimes it may lead to failure. Either the way of life may reach the hill or a down, whatever it may be. Even it may be rough or a smooth. Sometimes the journey of life may be rough, very hard to lead, may be rough. Sometimes it may be smooth. However the journey of life will be, we have to take it in a joy manner, enthusiastically, happily we should lead our life. Say for an example, do you all watch game show? We all watch cricket show. We all like to watch cricket show, football show. Why do we all watch game show? See, there is a fun in the game, right? Say for an example, in the football, what is the fun if all of a sudden he gives a goal? There is no fun. See, the entire goal is, what is that? Entire goal is making to stop the goal. But the whole man is very enthusiastic, he gives a goal. That is the fun. And next we go for a cricket game. See, the batsman wants to give 4s and 6. What the bowler do? The bowler just want to out him. The entire team focuses to out the batsman. But the batsman's only aim is to give 4s and 6. He hold up his sleeves and say, yeah, here I gave 4s and 6. This is what the life. You also take your life in a fun manner, like a game you should take. See, the life may be rough or a smooth. To achieve our aim, the life may be rough or a smooth. We should take it in a joy manner. Still seeking, finding. We should be ready to find. What I sought when but a boy. See, I am ready to enjoy my life when but a boy. When I was a boy. The poet is saying that you should take a life like when you were a boy. During your younger age, you wanted to have many adventures, exciting incidents, everything. So you should take your life in an enthusiastic manner. New friendship, high adventure and a crown. While we were a boy, while we were at a young age, our life will be like we need to have a new friends, a high adventurous life, like exciting, what will happen now, what will happen the next day or the very next day, and a crown. Sometimes we may receive a crown, sometimes they may applaud us, sometimes we receive applaud, happiness, whatever it may be. We should lead our life in a joy manner. Like that. My heart. Whose heart? The poet's heart. My heart will keep the courage. My heart is always ready in a courage manner, in an enthusiastic manner, in a positive way of the quest. My life is in search, questing. I am in search. I am in search. What I am in search? I am in search of how to make my life beautiful. I am in search how to achieve my goal. The poet says that you have to keep your heart in a courage manner of the quest, in search of something that will make your life fruitful. So, and hope the road's last turn will be the best. So, you do your duty as usual. You live your life from year to year. You live your daily routine as possible. Once again I tell you what the author is telling you now. You should take your life, take your day, each day, every day is the first day in the rest of your life. If everyone take this day as the first day in the rest of your life, definitely you will win. That is what you do. You keep your heart in a courage manner. You search for your aim. You search how you can win your aim, and you will have a hope. Definitely you will have a hope. And the road's last turn. Definitely at the end of your life, definitely you will lead the best. Definitely you will achieve your goal. You will fulfill your aim. What is your ultimatum? You will get it. So what the author says, you have to be optimistic. Through this entire poem, the author is saying that be optimistic to achieve your ultimatum. Okay students, I think you all understand the poem. In the next class, we'll discuss the appreciation and poetical devices. You can raise any comments here. Thank you students.